doing? Designing clothes? She asked as she took a small bag of green apples from the refrigerator and placed them on the counter. I'm creating a profile on Single Ready to Mingle, I replied reluctantly. I felt a little embarrassed because I didn't want to sound like I was desperate. What? Kezia asked and then laughed. Don't laugh. I'm trying to see something. Girl, trying to see what? I want to see if I can what? Find you a man up on there, she interrupted. I didn't respond as I bit my lower lip. Oh, wow. Wait, Kay, listen to this. I read some guy's headline to myself and then aloud. Looking for Mrs. Wright. Is that you? Is that his hook? Kezia scowled. I wonder how many women responded to that lame-ass line. His profile name is Mandingo_69. I paused before laughing at how ridiculous that sounded. Kezia rolled her eyes. Mandingo_69? Girl, delete your profile, 'cause it ain't gonna work. No, I whined. Not yet. I just got started. I only clicked on his profile because baby was cute. But how thirsty can this dude be with a profile name like that? He wants everyone to know he got a big dick, and it probably ain't even big. And 69? He's making it known that he wants some head, but he's also saying that he gives head. Raya, it's a fucking thirst trap is what it is. Kezia shook her head, and her wild curly hair shook with her. I doubt you will find anyone who will be honest about who they really are, and you may end up in a dangerous situation if you meet up with any of them. Kezia cut an apple into slices on a wooden cutting board. He ain't looking for Mrs. Wright. Maybe Mrs. Wright now. I don't even know why you're wasting your time. What made you want to create a profile anyway? I read all these testimonials and the commercials are interesting. I want what Remy and Pap have. I want #Black Love. To be honest, I wouldn't mind having what you have with your boo. Kay smirked as she wagged her pointer finger. You gotta be careful what you wish for. Fuck around on the internet and find you a prison boo. You're not holding nobody down, hence the reason why you're not with Ja'Cory anymore. Pap held Remy down when she did time, might I add. That's why they have Black Love. I am not fit to be nobody's prison wife. She nodded. And that's why you need to stop while you're ahead. But, speaking of Ja'Cory, you know he's fresh out, right? I took a deep breath and exhaled. I saw on Facebook that he was home. He had been for a few weeks. After doing 5 years in Salinas Valley State Prison, he was finally free, and I was trying my best to not notice. I thought about sending him a message on Facebook, but at the same time, I was in my feelings. Why hadn't he called me? My number hadn't changed. Every time I thought about Ja'Cory, I couldn't help but reminisce on our good times. He had the most beautiful brown skin and chestnut brown eyes. Flashbacks of what used to be were something that never left no matter how hard I tried to push them to the furthest part of my brain. Suddenly, I imagined my hands rubbing the waves of his fade as he was nestled between my legs, licking my clit like he could never get enough. I managed life for 5 years without him. I shook off the memories with a shudder and replied, I haven't spoken to him since he's been home. What'd it look like hitting him up now after I abandoned him? His words, not mine. Well, first of all, you can stop denying that you still love him. I've always said y'all have too much history to throw away. You two were together from the 9th grade until our 3rd year in college. You act like he did 20 years. He only did 5. I will always have love for Ja'Cory, but I can't go there. I told him that if he loved the streets more than he loved me, then I was done. He chose and ruined what could have been a bright future. Besides, I want something new and exciting. All right, but I'm issuing you my warning right now with this online dating shit. Don't bring no crazy-ass deranged killers up in here, okay? You think some killers up on here looking for love? I joked. I'm dead ass, Raya. Might be some rapists looking for their next victim. You gotta be careful. You watch way too much First 48. You don't watch it enough. Those are true stories, Raya. Make sure to inspect all pictures. If a nigga only got one pic, he might not be who he said he is. So next. If he got hella pics of him out drinking, he's an alcoholic. Next. If he got too many cropped pics, that means